This is gonna be a Macho Madness Monday. Ooh, yeah. We got Sagittariusly speaking, who's on the panel with us right now. And I'm gonna tell you something, brother. I understand that you like ice cream. Is this true?
Yeah, I definitely like me some ice cream.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me tell you something, brother. You know what my favorite flavor is? It's mint chip. I love some mint chip ice cream.
Mmm, mint chip. That's some good stuff, man. I like mint chip.
I
I'm
know.
not eating mint chip right now, though. I'm having some ice cream, but I'm not having your favorite. I'm having uh, salted sea salt caramel vanilla with Hershey's chocolate syrup on top.
Ooh, you know who would probably like that is Salted Cedar. He likes salted stuff. I mean, that's just what I heard. I heard he likes everything salted. He likes his ice cream salted. He likes his popcorn salted. He likes his soup salted. He even likes his spaghetti and meatballs with salt in them. So that's why he's named Salted Cedar. That's what I heard. That was the rumor.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds interesting.
I don't know if I can keep up with the macho thing all night. It was hurting my throat a little bit.
Okay, we'll get you some ice cream.
And there you go. But seriously, though, I do like mint chip ice cream. Did you know that?
I do now.
Well, sure. So, we got a few things to go over tonight. One of the things I wanted to tell everybody to share with them is that I got my hot water heater replaced today.
Well, how exciting is that?
It is for
Seems
me.
like everybody's having appliance issues lately.
I know, right? Dan with his air condition and God's armor with his what is it? He said he had a problem with his lawnmower or something, didn't he? Oh, his truck.
Oh yeah.
He had some kind of problem issue with his truck, and you had a problem with your air conditioner.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was blowing out fog or steam or mist or something, but it quit doing it shortly thereafter. I think it was just because the humidity was so high that it was creating mist. It was blowing mist through the vents.
Mm, that reminds me. Do you remember that movie Gorillas in the Mist?
Yes, vaguely, but I remember the title more than I remember the details of the movie.
Mm. Speaking of the word duh seems to be floating around a lot here lately in movie titles and cartoon titles. Um, for example, Sandy was mentioning the Snorks, and
Right.
I specifically remembering them being called the Snorks myself. And there was a lot of people in that chat room had no idea what the hell she was talking about, and even Dan and Scott even said, "The hell are you talking about?" They said the Mandela effect is that Snorks never existed.
Well, if you never heard of them, I can see how somebody could come to that conclusion. But you know what? There's so many like cartoons in the '80s that like because that was a time when people were like make everybody every like animation studios are popping up left and right making all these like low rent cartoons that only like made like one season or half a season or 10 or 20 episodes, and then they bombed just because they were so cheesy or so
Right.
just they just didn't catch on because they were just flooding the market with them. I don't know why it was such a thing at that particular moment in time, but there's a lot of cartoons that apparently existed that I didn't even know exist. Now that I've subscribed to certain YouTube channels that are
Really?
informing me of so many that existed, I wonder just how many of them could possibly be Mandela effects. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. There's so many out there. You would think one or two of them at least. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost impossible to go through this what we're going through right now to not find at least one or two. and all of those cartoons that came out in the 80s, some of them have to be Mandela affected somewhere down the line, you know.
And the is definitely one of those things that I hate to say this because I hate when other people say this, but
Mhm.
I'm going to say it just because I think that there is some truth in it. I think it's one of those things that it's easy to forget that whether it really was that way or it really was the other. It's easy to misremember, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
title could have had a the in it, but maybe it didn't. Like for instance, the Dukes of Hazard. I do you remember it Dukes of Hazard or the Dukes of Hazard?
Well, I remember the Dukes of Hazard for sure.
Yeah. Now in this reality, what is it officially?
Isn't it still the Dukes of Hazard?
I'm not sure, because that's my point.
Oh,
That
wait. Let me look at my DVD collection.
all right.
Oh, it's just Dukes of Hazard.
Well, there you go.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. I didn't know that, sir. Well, let me let me get back to the Snorks real quick though. See, the thing about the Snorks cartoon is I remember it being the Snorks because it was made by the same people who made the Smurfs.
Yeah. Why would they make one cartoon with the using the same concept, a group of things that live together in a
Right.
particular place or environment, and put the on one of them and not put the on the other?
Wait a second. I'm going to look this up real quick. Um, is it still the Smurfs or just Smurfs?
Well, apparently, Fizzy looked it up on the show, and it's still the Smurfs.
Okay, because that's what I'm looking up. The Amus, no, I hate this thing. There was some creatures they didn't mention. Maybe they're not even aware of it, but in the universe of the Smurfs, there were these little green alien guys, and but I think the little green alien guys lived within the same universe as the Smurfs, and I can't remember what the names of the little green alien guys are, but I'm sure if
I don't
I
even recall the. I mean, I was pretty avid Smurf watcher. I even had the little figurines or whatever. They weren't action figures because they didn't do any actions. They just stood there like army men.
yeah, I remember my mom collected all those little figurines,
Mm.
and my wife has a big collection of the Smurfs. She has a whole bunch of them up on shelves that she built herself. So, and so these green guys. Let me get back to the green guys real quick.
All right, the green guys.
The green guys were actually little alien Smurfs, and I can't remember what planet they came from, but I remember being little, and I remember getting them in the Happy Meal because they sold them at McDonald's at one time.
What do you mean they
So
came in the Happy Meal?
yeah,
Right.
they came in the Happy Meal, and I remember them. I'm gonna look it up because it's kind of irritating me to not know what I already know. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
We got
It's one of those things where you kind of know, but you can't recall exactly.
yeah, and that's the thing about me is when I have all this useless knowledge up in my head, and they call it useless knowledge, but actually it isn't useless if it's used for something, right?
Well, that would give it a purpose.
Right. Oh, hey, Deniacus is in here, or is
It's
it
easy for you to
Naicus?
say.
Well, if we were doing a shout out, we would say Chaos Reality, Deniacus, Little S, Big S, Jocko R, and that's all I'm seeing for right now. So, welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us here at Monday Madness.
It was Macho Monday Madness.
Oh, is that what I? No, I just called it Monday Night Madness.
Oh, okay.
So it's Monday Night Madness. Ooh, yeah. Um, let me go check into that, and you can talk amongst the chatters.
Okay. Well, gee, talk about putting me on the proverbial spot. Like, where did you have to go? To the library? I mean, how long are you going to be gone? Oh, I guess you already left. I hope you remembered your library card. So, chatters, how's it going? It's just us and I. Guess I could click over to the YouTube chat room so I can see what you guys are saying versus just sitting here doing nothing. Almost there, guys. All right. All right, here I am. I have arrived. I'll even type hello to prove it. What are my thoughts on the moon landing? Good question there, Chaos Reality. I have a lot of thoughts on the moon landing. I think that it's very questionable at best. Um, I don't know if you recall, but I called Dan's show about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and presented that information where they blew up the high res pictures of the moon landing, and you could actually see like debris, and it looked like they had put like foam. It looks like they were filming it in a junkyard or a parking lot, and they had cars in the background that they had put like some sprayed some type of foam over because they still slightly resembled the shapes of cars. And then you have like all the different like a close up of the flag where the flag looks like it had been wet, and then the still image of the flag where it looks like it's blowing in the wind. However, they're in space, so last time I checked, there wasn't wind in space, and I don't know. Just there's so many different reasons to be skeptical as to whether we actually ever landed on the moon. And let's say we did land on the moon. Why? My biggest question is why they were there and they were doing all that filming and apparently had these cameras. Not once did they take the camera, put it on an astronaut, then do, or hold, or have an astronaut hold the camera, show I don't know the moon, where they're at, have one of them waving or something, then do a 360 or 180, I guess would be the better term, and take the camera in one swoop motion and spin it over and aim it toward the Earth so we could see the Earth from the moon. I mean, you would think that would be like the $1 million money shot that everybody, on Earth would want to see to show how awesome it is to be on the moon, right? Let's see the Earth from the moon. But no, that never happened. Of all the trips that they supposedly went to the moon, not once did they take the time to actually take a camera and turn it from the moon in real time, aim it at the Earth, just so we could see, without editing, without any photoshopping, without any, manipulation, the fact that they're taking one single camera and turning it to the Earth so we can see it. That would end all speculation, all doubt. Well, it would at least end most of it. It would be hard. That would be the most irrefutable proof that I could imagine they could possibly do to squash all the non-believers. And until they actually do that, I would expect that they should get some form of skepticism. That's just my personal opinion.
We're going
Are
to
you?
talk about. I wanted to talk about that moon stuff on the show sometime. We'll get. I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted to get into. Was we got into it briefly? I think one shifty Sunday, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I think we briefly mentioned it. I think I mentioned that particular point, and then I'm sure I was telling them while you were gone when I had presented that information on Dan's show where they took the high res images and we critiqued them, put them under a microscope, so to speak, and there was a lot of irregularities, for lack of a better way of putting it. You
Here,
remember that?
I don't. Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Remember you could some of the stuff in the background looked like stuff from a
Oh,
junkyard.
yeah, yeah. The junkyard. And I said, I even made a joke about it. I think I said, what did I say? I think this is all a bunch of garbage.
Well, I got questioned in chat. Somebody asked what my thoughts. Oh, Chaos Reality said, "What are your thoughts on the moon landing?"
What were? Yeah, I saw that. Okay, so what I got on my screen here is you could probably can you see it?
Hold on. Okay, yeah, I see the little green guys now.
Okay. Well, this is all I went to look up green alien guys from the Smurfs, and the name of the guys is Astro Snicks. Astro Snicks was the name
Okay.
of the guys, and they were on the Smurfs. I don't know if they were official aliens that were on the Smurfs, or if McDonald's just completely made them up, just to sell toys. I don't know, but no one seems to remember these guys.
I do not have it. I mean, I didn't. I watched the Smurfs on the Saturday morning cartoon show or whatever, and I don't recall ever seeing them. However, I mean, it's been over 30 years though. Since it's hard to. And I know that wasn't it. That was something totally different.
That
That's
starts.
the only image you can find of them. Was that one?
Yeah, I could not see. There's McDonald's. Oh, I need that little robot guy. I forgot about him. I had the robot guy, and I had. I think I showed these guys on one of my videos. Is that supposed to be them?
You're the one with the computer, my man.
Well, I know, but I'm screen sharing.
I can barely see it. There, like I'm looking on a phone, so the image is about like 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches in front of me.
Okay, well, let me. Hold on. We know it's not that. Well, I typed in alien, so now it's showing you all the different aliens.
But you learned their name. Type their name in now.
Well, I got their name up here. Look, I'll make it bigger. Hold on, let me go back.
Copy and paste the name into the search. Is what I'm saying.
I can't do that. Hold on.
Oh, you can't copy and paste?
Well, yeah, but why do I have to put it in there when I'm sharing it?
Because if you type in their name, you should get multiple versions of their image. Maybe even a Wikipedia page about them. You'll get a lot more information if you
Oh,
actually
yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, I'm sorry. Well, let me stop screen sharing because I don't want everybody seeing my inner workings of my computer.
All right.
You know, I found 120 threats earlier today. I used that stuff that you guys sent me, the antivirus or whatever.
Uh huh. So
And
you had some. Speaking of garbage, huh? You had some garbage on your computer.
yes, sir. Okay, Astro Snicks, right? That's what I said.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I had over 120 threats to my computer. So far, all I'm getting is the McDonald toys. I'm not really getting. Okay, well, here's some information. All right, I'll screen share for everyone else to see the information. And this isn't really even a Mandela effect. This is just something that nobody remembers. Do you see it now?
Well, you got the window inside a window inside a window. There you go. All right. Now click on images, I guess. Oh, I see. You got their thing.
Yeah.
What's it say?
I'm going to read this to everybody, okay?
All right.
Astro Snicks, called Snicks for short, are fictional characters created in 1975 by the German company Bullyland. What a name. Astro Snicks toys are highly collectible, especially the plastic figurines. A snick is about 5 to 6 centimeters high and possesses enormous strength and intelligence. They have antenna. Most have two, but Galaxo has only one and prominent buck teeth. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Now I'll share the images, okay?
So they're made by a totally different company than the company that made Smurfs. So I don't think they're related to the Smurfs at all, man.
Actually, I think this toy company, I'll look into it more, but I think this toy company made the Smurfs.
Oh,
See,
I thought it was Tommy.
look over there. You got blue ones too. But I think at some point they were in the Smurfs cartoon show, but I don't. Maybe this was a totally separate show that no one's heard of. But notice this doesn't have the in the title, is what I'm getting at.
Oh, okay.
Just like snorkels.
Yeah, but we agreed that the snorkels were made by the same people as the Smurfs. So how come the Smurfs have the? They're little creatures in their own little universe, and snorkels are little creatures in their own little universe, and they're not worthy of a the.
I'm trying to
So
find.
you would
Yeah,
think if it's the same, people making the same, if they make both different places, then they would be consistent in including the on both
there's one
on
I
both.
had right there. I had him, and I'll click on this image. Okay, I had him, and I don't know if I had this skier one, but I think I had this one here. I think I had two of him. Um, all right, let me go back to. How do I go back to the? I didn't know they had. I had that guy too.
All right.
And as you can see, look at this girl. Does she not kind of remind you of Smurfette?
Not really. I mean, she has blonde hair. Didn't Smurfette have blonde hair?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she has the blonde hair and the eyelashes and the flower. That's what
Oh,
kind of
okay.
reminded me. Let's
I
see.
see what you're saying.
I'm not seeing a whole lot of tie-ins with the Smurf, except they colored this one blue. I think that's a. I don't think that's a official. I think somebody did a custom. Well, I don't know. Look, they're kind of. Oh, they got blue uniforms on. Oh, that's kind of neat. But anyway, I just wanted to point this out because they don't have "the" in the title either.
Right. And right before we went on air, we were talking about the Dukes of Hazard having the, but on it, but they don't. But it does have the on Dukes of Hazard. You looked it up. What was it on your DVD? Was it with the or that without the the?
Without the "the."
It's just Dukes of Hazard on the
Yes,
DVD.
sir. Yeah.
All right,
Let
but
me.
you remembered it as the Dukes of Hazard, right?
Yes, absolutely, I did. Let me go to. Let me go to that
Let's
real
ask
quick.
Chat. Do you remember Dukes of Hazard? And if so, do you remember it with the or without
Oh,
the
hey, I got some news for us. It looks like the "the" is still there.
on the Dukes of Hazard?
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of images for duh. So
But you
it
said
might,
your DVD doesn't have the.
it might be just on my DVD though.
I mean, why would your DVD be different? Is it bootleg or something?
No, I mean it's not bootleg.
I mean, why? What would make your DVD different than everybody else's? Is what I'm getting at.
I don't know because I'm awesome.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of them with duh. But who? Okay, let me ask this: the reverse question: who remembers it just being Dukes of Hazzard?
I remember the Dukes of Hazzard. I always said the.
Okay,
I want to watch the Dukes of Hazzard. I want to watch the Dukes of Hazzard. I'm not going to watch Dukes of Hazzard.
look at this image here. They've got it as Dukes of Hazzard. There's one.
I see one with the
Oh yeah,
in
there's
the yellow.
there's a lot of them with the in there.
All
So
right. So there's some without, but most of them with.
right. So
All
maybe
right.
that's what happened to my DVD. The yeah, it's all the. So I don't think that's a change. But here's the change. If you remember the Mandela effect, it was that there's another Z in Hazard.
Mm.
That's the Mandela effect. Um, but look at this lettering also. Look how, doesn't that look weird to you?
You know, I vaguely remember. I know I'm going to sound stupid, and I hate to say this, but I vaguely remember the number on the car being a 9, not a 1.
A 9?
A 09.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. It's always been a 1 to me, but,
All right.
you know, different realities and such.
All right.
And I remember the 01 for sure. And
Just me.
well, let's ask the audience.
I'm going to go see what chat's saying.
You know, I see a lot of people wearing
Yeah,
t-shirts.
Naika says just Dukes of Hazzard, and only one Z for her. Nobody else really seems to have. Conversation is strayed into other directions.
Okay. Hey, I had a Dukes of Hazzard lunchbox, but I don't remember it with the word "duh" on it. Though I just remember it saying Dukes of Hazzard. So maybe that's what I think that's what it's. I think that's what it's changed to. They added the word "duh" in the title. I think a lot of people remember it being just Dukes of Hazzard.
Naika asked if you ever heard of the Blue Babies.
No. Is that part of the Smurfs?
Chaos Reality says he thinks the number has changed several times.
Hmm.
But Jocko and Euler both remember a 1.
Okay. Oh, 01. Yeah. I do have a strong memory of it being 01. So we'll move on. I want to show you where did it go? I was going to show you the A-team proofs. Here's some A-team proofs. You remember how everyone remembers the A-team van?
Be more specific. I mean, yeah, I remember them having a van.
Do you remember the color of the van?
I want to say it was black, but I can't say that with authority.
Okay. Well,
With red trim.
if you said black, you'd be half right. And
Like it has a line or some type of red trim or some a color besides black that goes like a line down the side of it or around the front of it too.
well, everybody, I'll tell you what the Mandela effect is, and then you tell me if you think I'm right or wrong about it. And here's a picture of the van. Um, they've been saying for the longest time now that it's changed. God dang it! I lost the van. That it's changed from
Dude, where's my van?
the top color here, as you can see, is a light gray or not
Yeah,
light
I
gray.
remember the red line, just like I remember it. Yeah.
You got a almost like a gun barrel gray up here at the
Yeah,
top,
okay.
and then the second half is black.
They need to
And
wash their van.
I know, right? But here's the deal: a lot of people remember it being all black with the red stripe. They remember the red stripe, but they remember it being all black.
You know what though? Back then, everything wasn't so high res. People were watching on shitty little televisions. That little gray area could have just been looked over.
Here's oh okay. Here's some more pictures of the band. Now the here's the kicker. You can really tell in that picture
Again, you can, but look when the one just to the left of it with the glare, then it's like hard to really tell.
the glare. Oh, that one.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um. Oh man, no, you can really tell right there. Look
yeah,
at this.
that one you can.
Look
Yeah,
at this.
when you put it, I mean, yeah, it's a lot more obvious in some of these images. I agree.
But I'll tell you what's really weird is I did a video about this several months back. Not about this, but I did one of my Mandela family videos,
Hmm.
and in the video, the color went from the way you see it there to completely all black. And someone pointed it out that as I was shooting the video, it had changed to one solid color. And I said, "Well, now look. Now when I tip it this way, you can see the gray. You can see the gun barrel gray on the
Hmm.
top when I tip it in a certain lighting. So
I agree. That color is real easy to do that with because it's like it's just that it's a real flat color and it's just not it doesn't stand out like if it was bright orange or something it would be so obvious. You know what I'm saying?
right, I think it's just the lighting, the way the lighting was back in the '80s, and the way the like you said,
But I
no.
have to admit when you like some of these images like that one it doesn't stand out so much. That's more how I remember it right there.
Mm-hmm.
But the one you just had on before that, where it was real obvious, that don't that looks odd to me.
Now look at this one.
Yeah, see that looks a lot more the way I remember it.
That looks exactly how I remember it, just all black with the red trim.
But I mean, even if it was a shade of black less, I could still be okay with that. But when you get down to that super light gray, that gunmetal gray or whatever that you're talking about, like the one you see over there in the right, small right now on, yeah, go one more. Or no, never mind.
Lost it.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that just doesn't look right.
No, it doesn't, and that's what the whole Mandela.
So, I mean, how come some of them have it and some of them don't? What was the one before that? It wasn't the 18 van?
Well, the I don't these are I think a lot of these are model cars,
Oh, okay.
not the original van from the show. But let's see here. I can show you. Um,
Like, type in 18 van and
hold on. Let me. It
which,
should be up.
do any of them say, like, that one says 18 van on it, don't it?
Original 18 van. Let's see what pops up. Oh, here we go. Now look at these pictures. This is a picture of the 18 van as shown on the show itself.
Which they all look different. Although the first one with them posing by it, but click on that one.
Hold on a second. Let me get back to it. This one.
When it actually has them standing next to the van.
Yeah, you can see kind of right here. You can kind of see it, but it's definitely not as predominant as it was in those model cars.
Yeah. Now, see, that still looks kind of odd, but you know what, man? It's been 30 something years ago. I mean, I can't say that if I had just watched the A Team, then I would have a better, I would have more, I could be more adamant about it. But it's really hard for me to say because I was like 15, 14 years old watching that, and
Oh,
I mean, that was, how much stuff I've done since then.
well, yeah. I mean, I was probably a lot younger than you were. I was probably about 8 or 9 when I
Yeah,
when the show first came out.
yeah, I was probably about 9 or 10 or
Mhm.
11, something like that. Yeah,
But I'm just saying, but like you said, high resolution and you know, HD TV and all that stuff changes our perspective.
there's Mr. T standing by it.
Oh, I missed that. Okay, let me go back. Yeah, that looks like a fake Mr. T, though.
Oh, okay.
Well,
It's,
maybe I don't know. Is that the real guy?
I can't tell. It's so little.
Well, yeah, on your phone,
Yeah.
I mean, this is an old Mandela effect. But I just wanted to point it out and go over it.
Yeah.
There might be some people not aware of it.
Oiler Greg thinks the van looks different.
That's not
They were
the.
talking about Tang earlier because of the moon landing, and then Oiler Greg says, if this stuff keeps on going, I will need some vodka for my Tang.
Ain't that the truth? I can't drink vodka, man. That stuff makes me sick. The two things I can't look at there. That looks all black.
Yeah, well, we'll go back one. That looked like in a museum, like the replica, like they did the JFK car. Go back like 3 images from that to the left.
That looks like a museum. Okay.
Keep going.
There's the show.
Right there.
Hmm. Yeah. That looks all solid black to me. Does it not?
Yeah, there was one where it was indoors, like it was a. See, I'm watching on YouTube. I'm not watching like you're in real time. I'm on a delay, so when I say there, you've already passed it.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. This looks like a shot from the actual show. I'll let it sit there for a minute before you, because it's on the delay, like you said.
Okay, yeah, like with the gray on the tires.
If you look at the top right here, look at the top right here.
Uh huh.
Do you notice it? The light gray?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've covered this thoroughly. I don't think there's much more to say about it. It it
Oh, for
it
sure.
is what it is. I mean, obviously it had some gray on it, but we remember it without it, or barely, maybe just a lighter shade of black, you know. But I don't remember it being so light gray.
No, I
Like
remember.
the wind, like that's kind of pushing it right there. But that's more how I remember it as being all black. But
Yeah.
I would forfeit to the not quite as black because two tone vans were very popular back then, so it would be easy for it to be a
Oh,
tone lighter.
now this looks a little extreme. Look at this.
Well, that's a clip from the movie there, or from the show, where
Yeah.
that girl was going to get in the van. I think it was 1 or 2 images back from where you're at now.
Oh, well, where I'm at now, but look where I'm at now, though.
Yeah, that don't. I mean, I see you. Well, I don't know where you're at now, but I see where I think you're at now.
Right? I'll let it sink in. I'll let you catch up.
Yeah, go back to the left.
Left. This way? Yeah. That looks all one solid color, but is that. Yeah, that's the same band.
Well, see, that's the real people. That's BA in the passenger seat, and that's their client, potential
Or
client, right
you
there.
mean, Hannibal.
Hannibal, yeah. See, that's the actual show, right?
Right.
No, that looks nothing like the vans we were just looking at.
No, it sure don't, man. But it is at a different angle too. You got to remember that.
But I'm just saying, you got the red line. Does the shade of gray or black look any different above the line as it does below the line?
No, it looks like one solid color.
Yep.
So I mean, there would be a proof right there, you know.
Yep.
Okay, I had some other stuff I wanted to present on Kmart, but I think Scare Performance is working on that, so I won't present it to you guys. If he's still working on it, I'll let him deal with it. But let's stop screen sharing, and then we can talk about what Sandy talked about tonight on the show.
You talking about Cheers?
Yeah.
All right.
See,
Yeah,
I was.
once I saw the set and the ones that the residue she was trying to show,
Mhm.
I vaguely remember the Indian Chief too. I watched Cheers. It wasn't like my favoriteest show ever, but
Oh, I
I
was a.
do I do recall the Indian Chief now that we got to looking at those set designs and
I
whatnot.
was a total watcher, and I tell you how that came upon me is like, you know how I've been watching a lot of the shows here lately, so I can make my little cheers, stop motion video,
Huh?
and I came upon that image of the Indian. I'm like, well, no, whoa, wait a minute now. The Indian statue that I remembered had a full headdress, and he was a chief, and he wasn't just some random Indian. He wasn't just some random Indian statue. He was an actual a high chief of something, because it kind of reminds you of like the package of Big League Chew or cigar, some kind of brand of cigars that they used to have way back in the olden days. Where everything was named after Indians. Like Red Man Chew and um, Indian brand cigars and all that stuff. And I think that's what they were going with. I think the statue was supposed to be like the old time cigar store Indians.
Right, yeah. I mean, a lot of times in those kind of establishments, they'll have nostalgia, old American folklore type things, and hanging on the walls and whatnot. That's pretty normal, like stuff that you would have. And then, of course, if you're putting the Indian chief at the by the door, it's because he's like standing at the door for everybody when they're walking in and having this before they something to look at before they sit down or as they're leaving. It's a prominent place where it's going to show up in a lot of scenes, because they're always coming and going in and out of that door on those episodes, right?
Absolutely. And here's the image that I sent to Sandy. Okay,
All
I'll
right.
I'll show everybody watching, and it's nice and big here. Go here. So, and you'll see that he just looks like just a regular dude. He doesn't look like what you would see, what I remember seeing on the show. So here it goes. Where did it go? What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. There. Do you see it?
Oh, I'm waiting on the delay to.
Okay. I can make it bigger.
There it is. Yeah. Okay.
Let's zoom in. There. Now this is not. I don't think this is the actual set of Cheers. And here's another thing she pointed out. This might have been the actual set of Cheers, but check this out. Also, this is weird too. There's no steps here. In the actual show, there was steps coming down here, coming down into the bar. So I don't know if this is a replica.
It's probably just one of the restaurants because they have the Cheers restaurants.
Right. Then that's what I'm saying. Like, but here's the thing, though. It kind of looks like, look up here. That kind of looks like what, when you're on a movie set or a TV set right here,
Mm-hmm.
all these rafters and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, can't you just bring up an episode of Cheers, like, and we can see what's
This
like
is the
freeze
same
frame
thing.
it?
Well, I
Like
got more
type.
stuff. Hold on. I got
Oh,
more
okay.
stuff. Let me stop screen sharing because I don't want all my photos to be shown. But let me show you guys. Uh, where was I with this? Oh yeah, here's another one that is from the actual show. I'm gonna click on it. Oh wait, no. Well, thanks a lot, buddy. Now, now I gotta go through all my stuff here. Oh, here's Cheers. Here's a picture of Cheers right here. With the cast members are in there, but you can see in the background. Let me blow it up. Okay. And here's the actual real set, okay?
All right.
So now I got to go back into screen sharing. Screen share. Oh, good night, Mr. Jocko. Thanks for joining us here tonight on the Monday Madness. I know it's been a mad night here tonight. We got 7 watching. So I appreciate everybody for stopping by. And Mr. Jocko, we'll see you some other time, brother. All right, here's the image. Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't. Okay, do you see it?
Hold on, let me turn my phone sideways, make it larger.
I can blow it up.
Okay, yeah, he's standing right there next to Norm. Hey, Norm, and then there's
Right.
the Indian guy. He kind of like photo bombed the photo.
Right.
He's like where Woody should be.
Yeah. This was first season, so this is before Woody's time.
Okay,
Because you got Coach right there. Coach is still alive at this time.
right?
But yeah, look at him. He doesn't have a great big old headdress right there. You know. Hey, I just got a ding. Is that you?
What do you mean?
I got a text message.
No, I didn't ding you.
Okay, let me
I'm
read.
busy. I'm trying to do a live broadcast. Why would I be dinging you?
I don't know. Maybe to inform me I'm going on too long about this stuff. I don't know.
I mean, if we were still talking about the green alien guys, I would have an issue with that.
Right? Yeah, that was like 40 minutes ago. So. Oh man. But see, and I got more. I got more for you.
All right.
Um, which they pretty much cover this on Mandela Monday, actually. So, I mean, we don't have to cover it, but I just wanted to.
You
They
know what though? We were like the thorough. We what we see on there. A lot of times we like to, they have their own way of presenting the information, but we also have our view. And a lot of people that came from that show, I don't think they mind a more in depth analysis on certain things. I don't think they have a problem with that.
I like the in-depth analysis, and the fact that I discovered it, and I'm the one that you know,
Well, yeah, this was your show, Pony. You might as well show it.
right? Show pony. Oh, you have a way for your words, sir. But I do have more stuff, so let me go ahead and put myself on mute,
All right.
and you talk to Euler Greg.
Oh, okay. What's up, Mister Greg?
But don't you be talking about moon landings now. That's too controversial.
Oh, okay. Well, how about reptile overlords? Is that okay?
Oh yeah, man, that's perfect for our show.
All right.
It is Monday Night Madness.
Oh, that's who he said was calling you or dinging you. Oh, he's already gone. I love how he just takes off in the middle of the show repetitively. What if I tried doing that? You think I could get away with it? As soon as he comes back, I'm going to have to leave. That's what I'm going to do. So I saw you made mention of your report, Orler Greg, in Dan's chat. I'm glad to see you're still working on it, and I am looking forward to seeing it when it's complete. I hope that you come on our channel and present it. All right, I was just waiting to
All
see.
right. Here's what I got. I'm sorry to interrupt you if you're in the middle of something.
Oh yeah, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll just figure it out later.
I pulled up pretty much what they pulled up on Mandela Monday, but it's even better because I did it. So, so no, seriously though, here it is. No, that's not it. Where the heck is it? Oh, here we go. There we are. So, what it is? What I said, it was like cigar store Indians, and you can see right here, he's holding a row of cigars, and
Okay, I'm with you. He looks like a
oh,
cigar Pez dispenser. Yeah, I'm with you.
cigar Pez dispenser. I wish those existed. That'd be awesome. Um, but that's not the way I remember him. I do remember this here, but the way he's standing there with his arms straight, I don't remember that. I remember them being folded. There's another one. This is the way I remember him right here, but with different clothes and with, like I said, the arms folded. Okay, that one's just weird. Um, there's the cigar Pez dispenser again. Here, right here. Do you remember that?
Let me come back to it. Hold on.
The
Yeah, I see
color,
what you're saying.
the
Yeah, I
color.
mean it just wasn't that it wasn't painted that brightly. It looked more just like a wooden statue with like just one solid color with maybe some slight different. But the headdress had color, but most of the
Mhm.
rest of the statue was more of a solid color, the way I remember it.
That's what I remember. Well, you raised a good point there. Here's what I remember. I remember him having these kind of colors here, but with that head. So if we could put the head of that guy on this guy, to me it would look right. You know what I'm getting at?
Mm-hmm.
To me that would just look right. Right now, right there. Just take the head of this guy and replace it with that guy, and then we would have the Cheers Indian statue the way I remember it. But like you said, you didn't watch a whole lot of Cheers growing up.
I mean, I watched it. I didn't. It wasn't like I caught it every single episode. I watched it though. I mean, I probably seen at least 100 episodes.
Oh, okay. Do you realize they had 11 seasons? Just like MASH. Oh, sorry, can you hear me?
Kinda.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, they had 11 episodes, just or not episode. They had 11 seasons, just like MASH. So,
Okay.
I mean, but that's all I really wanted to share. I don't have, I just wanted to show people that may not have seen Mandela Monday, or they may not be, too familiar with Cheers. So there you have it. There's a really good thing for us because we didn't really have too much to present tonight. We're just kind of doing a laid back broadcast.
Right.
We're talking about our hot water heaters and our like air conditioners, and what's weird is like I've had three things go out on me in the past 6 months. My air conditioner went out on me, my refrigerator went out on me, and the hot water heater went out on me. And these aren't like little tiny minuscule things either. I mean, these are serious, big time appliances. So,
So, do you remember the Twilight Zone episode, "The Nightmare at 20,000 Feet," where he looks outside the plane window? And I think it's William Shatner,
Sure.
and
The
he
original, yeah.
sees the gremlin thingy outside the window.
Yeah.
Now, did they recreate that in the Twilight Zone the movie?
Yes. They
Okay,
instead of William Shatner, it was John Lithgow.
all right. And the gremlin, does it look completely different?
For the movie, I think it does, yeah.
All right, just want to make sure because I looked it up when I was looking up the Nightmare at 20,000 Feet, and that
Oh.
gremlin, it's in the image, is not how I remember it. That thing looks more like one of the bad guys on Star Trek, like one of the things Williams, like
He would
he would
fight.
argue with, yeah, like
Yeah.
on at Captain Kirk, yeah.
Hmm. Do you have an image that you could send me? I mean,
I
I
can
could
send you the link and I can put it in the private chat.
I could Google it, but you probably already have been since you've been looking at it, you probably already
Well,
have
here,
that.
let me put it in the private chat.
Okay. Sounds good, sir.
Hold on, I'm coming. I'm posting it now. Assuming it didn't copy. Hold on.
My air conditioned or his? Because mine was leaking kind of in the house a little bit, but
Copy. Paste. All right, this is the Nightmare at 20,000 Feet one. Can you
all right.
copy and paste that?
I can. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Where is okay, there we go. Hold on. What
And
if I
while you're doing that, I'll see if I can look up the
wait,
one from the actual movie.
if I click the link, what would happen?
I don't know. You could try it.
I'll put it in the search engine. Because I can't really what the shit? It's not letting me. That's weird. I copied it and pasted it, but it's not letting me put it in the search engine. Huh. This stupid thing. Okay, let me try to click the link. Oh yeah, there was water running from my air condition. It was just a few drops, and I think that was just uh, probably from the humidity at that time. But it hasn't done it since I mentioned it in the video. It just quit doing it since that video, believe it or not. So that was a weird issue, but it's been resolved. So I guess I must have. Let me get rid of my pictures here. I don't want them showing up.
Yeah, I'm sending one to. I'm sending the one from the movie to Hangouts,
There
and
we
then
go.
I'm gonna send the other one to Hangouts as well.
Okay. Well, I want to look up this one. What other one? Oh,
The one I was from the episode.
okay. Let me click the link. Whoa. Yeah, that was from the movie. Looks like.
Yeah, that was from the movie.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me screen
And
share.
now I'm going to send you the one from the episode.
Let me screen share this one first,
Yep, go ahead.
and then I'll screen share the other one. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
And screen share so that our audience can see it. How do I do this now? Share. Okay, and yes, right there. There's the image of him. Uh-oh, where's it taking me to? Okay, no, I don't want to. I don't. Okay, I don't want that on there. Okay, can you see that?
You talking to me?
Yeah, can everybody see that creature?
All right, I'm going back to YouTube now. I had like so many windows open, it was scary.
This creature is scary. Oh my gosh,
Isn't he though?
look at him. This is the one from the movie. Okay.
All right, I'm in YouTube. Let me make sure I'm playing it. All right, now I can see what you're seeing.
Yeah, he's a scary looking guy.
Yeah.
I wish I could do a side by side comparison thing, but I'll leave this up for just a little bit so everyone can see it because I know there's a slight delay.
Well, no, it's on here, and we can all see it.
Okay, everyone's got a good view of that one, right?
I would say they should by now. Yeah.
All
Let me
right.
look at chat. Yeah. Yep. Everybody says yep.
Okay, well, let me.
You angered the reptile overlord. Oiler Greek says.
Oh, I'm good at that. I do that a lot.
Well, he's kind of easy to upset.
How do I shut that window? I got a lot of windows on here too. Let me close that one. Let me close. How do I close this one? Oh, crap. Oh, yeah, he looks more like a man than a beast. Can I blow it up? I can't blow it up, but
But my point is, neither one of those look like the way I remember the gremlin. I remember it looking like kind of like a how do I explain it? Like a what are those things you see on the top of the church's gargoyle? I remember it looking like a gargoyle with a tail and it had wings and it was like chewing on the engine of the plane or something. Like it was chewing on the wing of the plane. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or am I, and
yeah,
it looked up and it smiled at him, like kind of like a grimacing smile, and then he looked away because he couldn't believe what he was saying, and then he looked back again, and it was real close to the window. You know what I mean? Like you're
yeah.
seeing in the images we're sharing.
Well,
But I just recall it looking more like a gargoyle, like with scales and stuff, than it looking like either one of these images that we're seeing. That's just me, though. Maybe I mean, I'm not saying it's a Mandela effect. I'm not saying it's not. It's possible I'm just misremembering it or whatever. I'm just asking if anybody else remembers it looking any differently. I mean, I realize it's many many years ago, so that's just my that's just me. That's what I have to say about it. I don't hear anything. Are you still there, Hebrew?
yeah. I'm trying to look something up real quick.
All right, but you don't. Or do you recall it being more like a gargoyle thing that I'm talking about, or not?
I Most gargoyles don't they have wings though?
Yeah, it had wings and it had a tail, and it was a little. It looked more like kind of a little bit more like the Gremlins you remember from the Gremlin movie, The Gremlins, but not exactly like
Hmm.
them, but just a little. That's how I mean, but that's still like how I think of a Gremlin looking more so than either of these two images being, and are calling it a Gremlin. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The
I don't
Simpsons.
know. Oh, The
Sim.
Simpsons did it, recreated it.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at images. I want to present. I want to show you guys. This is what he looked like on The Simpsons, and I think this is more of how I remembered him in the Twilight Zone movie. So let me go ahead and present that real quick.
All right, I didn't realize. Good
Hmm.
looking out.
Now I don't remember him having wings, but I definitely remember him having a tail, and this is what came up when I looked at images. Okay,
All right.
here we go. I'm going to screen share, and you guys tell me what you think in the audience as well as you. You tell me what you think. Okay, there it is. Instead of a plane, it was a bus. Now let me go back up. Trying to get a good image here. Um, yeah, this is a good image.
Can you enlarge that?
That's as big as it gets. Let me click through. But I'm asking though, is that what you kind of remember?
Yeah, a little bit. That looks a little bit more like it. Obviously, it's Matt Grenig, or how you pronounce his last name's art style, kind of like coming into play with it too. But yeah,
But I mean, that's how I kind of remember. And here's one. This is interesting. You mentioned you thought it had wings or whatever. Check this out. That's a gremlin image, but it didn't
yeah.
have.
I mean, yeah. I mean, a little bit. It's kind of like if you could morph all of that into something else.
Here's
But
another
yeah, I
one.
just I remember having it smiling and having like a sharp teeth and it looking real devious, like or mischievous, kind of like a devious, mischievous smile. I don't know. I guess I'm apparently the only one who remembers it that way. So, but that's just what I'm trying to say. I just remember it looking different than what these images we're seeing are that are the quote unquote official image. We can move on to something else if you guys want to.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just showing different. I think that's Pokemon right there. I'm not sure, but this is kind of how you described him a little bit, but without the bat head.
Yeah, a little bit, except he was more lizard esque. He was. It looked more. He had scaly, like green, dark green, scaly, like gargoyle esque. You know what I mean?
Sure. Here's something I want to. This is the original cartoon Gremlins. What they got the idea for the movie Gremlins.
Okay.
That guy. That guy kind of looks like those little green guys I mentioned at the beginning of the show.
Here we go. Back to the green guys.
Back to the green alien guys. But look at this.
I didn't even. I don't even remember that.
That is a picture from the original Gremlin movie that Disney made.
All right. It kind of reminds me of Marvin the Martian.
Yeah, a little bit, don't it?
Mm,
Now, if I scroll down, I scroll down too much. Here's the Gremlin from the Bugs Bunny cartoon. Do you remember him?
not really. Again, I remember Marvin the Martian. Oh yeah, I kind of remember him now.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny meets the Gremlins.
Right.
I remember that one. That's the most I remember before the movie Gremlins ever even come out. And if you notice, you kind of wonder if they took some elements from this with the ears, kind of, you know, how they have the long ears. Here's some memes. Um, but yeah, that's that first one. What you was talking about, those other images with the gargoyle esque images is kind of how I remember him too. You know.
Right?
Now I'm gonna do something I never do, and I'm gonna look up gargoyles. Do you remember the cartoon series Gargoyles?
Yeah, I like that show.
I'm gonna look them up. Gar How you spell Goyles?
Goyels.
There it
I mean,
is.
I have to type it. Yeah, you got it.
There. Is that kind of like what you remember? This guy
I'm
here?
waiting on the delay, so just bear with me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it looked. Yeah, I mean that's why I said gargoyles. Yeah, something more like that fourth image there.
Fourth image.
Yeah, before you went into that one,
I don't know.
I go back, hit the back blue button once.
No. It
And
won't
you
let.
had back before you went into this, and you first typed in the search.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Um, kind of like that guy.
Okay, see, one, two, three, the fourth one on the pedestal.
One, two, three. Oh, this one.
No, I don't know. Maybe I can't see because if you're reading top two, three, right there, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, kind of like that, yeah,
that's how you remember the gremlin.
yeah, sort of more. I mean, that's the best I can do with what we're working with.
Oh, okay. Now here's the Gargoyles, the cartoon show. Or I skipped over it. I'm sorry, but there was a movie, and I don't know if it wasn't the Twilight Zone movie. It was some other movie. It might have been the Twilight Zone movie, where a gargoyle came to life, and it beat the hell out of some guy or something, and but it was trying to save this woman, like the woman's purse was getting robbed, and the gargoyle statue came to life, and
I know the movie you're talking about. I can't
yeah.
remember what it's called.
Oh wait, I think I saw one that's. This is kind of what I remember right here. This guy. I'll let you. I'll let it the delay kick in.
All right, the one you're kind of hovering your cursor over now.
Yeah,
All right, I see you.
that's what I remember on the plane. Except I remember him having sharp teeth and kind
Yep.
of like drool, sort of coming from the teeth.
Well, I mean, at least we know that it's not what it is currently. We agree with that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's good to know.
Okay. So there you have it, folks. All right. So now we're gonna I'm gonna get out of here and let me do one more shout out and then we'll open up the phone lines.
Oh, you got phone lines?
Yeah, I downloaded the Uber app onto my phone. Now, listen,
All right.
it's not going to be as it's not going to be as clear as it is on God's Armor's thing, but it will
Well, then
be.
never mind. Let's not do it if it's not going to be as clear.
Oh well, man, listen.
I'm just kidding. Well, I guess we could give it a shot.
Go to the Uber conference, and I will put the number up on the screen. And sure
The
enough,
things you forgot is here. Just before I forget to mention it.
oh, the things you forgot is here, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I thanks for mentioning that. I would have forgot the things you forgot.
Well, they also remember. They said that's how I remember it. I mean, talk about a conundrum. The things I forgot says that's how I remember it. Just say it.
Right? I don't know. This app is giving me problems, dude.
I kind of figured as much. If you just downloaded it, did you just do it while we were on the air? Because I mean, you
Yep.
had to have. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Let's.
downloading it right now.
You're downloading it right now. You're so funny. But we're supposed to be opening up the phone lines while you're downloading it.
Yep. Yes.
Oh, okay. How's that working out for you?
Not very good.
Uh,
Here it is. Let me install it. Boom.
now you got to get the updates.
That's what I like about the Android devices, though, is you don't really have to accept all the updates and stuff like you do on your computer.
Right? Not if you want to have memory.
Right. I mean, oh gosh, I can't tell you how many times I had to not take a picture of like a famous event, like my wedding or like the birth of our daughter, or like
Right? Because your game just updated overnight while you were sleeping, right?
right, yeah, like someone's first birthday party or their first words. I had to erase all that stuff.
Right, yeah, or like YouTube will want to up says is up needs to update, free up space, and then the only thing available is your wedding photos. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Now you're faced with, dang, what do I want more, the wedding photos or YouTube?
Oh boy. You can tell where my priorities are, huh?
Well, I see that you're on YouTube. That's all I gotta say about it.
Hey, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm not on YouTube on my phone though. I used to be.
Right?
I
I'm
used
just teasing you.
I used to be. So maybe I did end up deleting some wedding pictures or something like that.
I gotcha. Well, with the cool thing with images though, more often than not, you can have any photo on your phone automatically back up to the cloud, which I mean, it still isn't 100%, but it's better. It's a good idea to have your photos do that in case you was to lose your phone or a break or fall in the toilet or whatever.
Oh, I hate when that happens. You're sitting there, you're bored, you're in the public bathroom, and the only reason why you went into that public bathroom in the first place is because you had to go so bad you couldn't hold it. And I ain't talking about, number one either. So
Uh,
it's like either that or you're gonna have an accident, So you got to use the public restroom, so you get all the paper you can to put on that toilet seat,
uh,
and then you're sitting there, and you're bored, so you got your phone with you, and you get out your phone,
uh,
and then you're looking at videos, or you're looking, you're texting or whatever it is you're
uh.
doing. And then all of a sudden you reach over to grab some toilet paper with one
And
hand.
it's that huge real thing that's make this like all awkwardly positioned, so you gotta like have to play Twister to try to get one little sheet of toilet paper. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it's like all of a sudden you reach over with one hand, and
Uh,
you do like a crossover to get the toilet paper, and then the
right.
other hand is shaking with your phone in it, and then
Yeah.
oops, drop the phone in the toilet.
Right. Oh, but of course it's going to bounce off of like the toilet paper thing, then hit your leg in an awkward motion, and then right when you think you're just about to grab it, you hear clump, clump,
Yeah.
clump.
Yeah, that's never a good sound.
And as if that's not bad enough, now somehow you got to get up, turn around, and try to fish for your phone as it's sinking to the bottom of the water down that down
Oh,
that public restroom hole.
oh yeah. Oh man. Sometimes, you know, what they should invent something for that. Like they should invent like a fishing net or something,
A fishing net.
something you can carry in your back pocket, just
Yeah. You know what? We could go on Shark Tank with the phone net.
right, there you go. For those moments where you drop your phone in the toilet.
Right? Or better yet, like something that clips to your phone with a retractable cord, so that it can't ever, like, if it leaves your hand, it automatically zips back to your hip or something.
Right? Kind of like a chain wallet, but better.
All right, my man. I don't really think we got any. Nobody's commenting, either that or my comments are broken. I think we might have lost. I don't think we're going to get any calls anyway. I think we
Well,
might need to kind of
we got five.
wrap it up
We
and,
got
and
five.
try again later.
Yeah, we do have 5 watchers though. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, I
But
just don't. I'm not thinking tonight's phone night. Is all I'm saying.
no, I don't think so either. It still says download pending. So
All right.
we'll do this.
I mean, we when we were resorting to toilet talk, I think it might be time to wrap it up.
Right. Yeah, you know when it's time to wrap it up when you're resorting to toilet talk.
Yes.
Oh, I want to mention before everyone leaves here tonight, we're still doing the T-shirt contest. I forgot to mention it on Shifty Sunday, and I apologize for that. But everyone is in here listening, we're still having the contest, and we're gonna announce the winners when the middle of September.
First Sunday in September.
Right. And if you guys don't know what that contest is, it's you get to name the slogan of the show, or the T-shirt, I should say.
Or come up with one, actually.
Right. Come up with a slogan, and if we pick your slogan, then you win a free T-shirt, and it can have whatever you want on it. If you want your name on it, we'll put your name on it. If you want your avatar on it, we can put your avatar on it, or whatever, whatever
Yep.
you want. So just the way you enter is just enter your slogan in the comments, or you can email myself or God's Armor or Sagittarically Speaking, for that matter. Okay, well, maybe not Sagittarically Speaking.
Yeah, when we say comments, we mean the comment after the live stream. If you think of one, there's a comment section. If you scroll all the way down, put it in there. We'll check those and see if you came up with one.
And I really wish I had mentioned this on Shifty Sunday, when we had a lot more viewers. I don't know why, because
So you should maybe make it a banner too, maybe for the future, for our next show, because that way it'll be on the whole show in case anybody just tunes in for part of it. No matter what part they see, they'll see that on the banner.
That would be kind of awesome. You have some good ideas there, sir. I can't fault you on that. You definitely have some good ideas. So yeah, just everyone tune in Shifty Sunday. Oh, and I have Thirsty Thursday coming up this Thursday. That's 7 p.m. Central and 8 p.m. Eastern. And I don't know what time Pacific, though.
That's okay. They'll figure it out.
Oh, I'm sure. But I forget we actually have 4 time zones. I always forget about that. I don't know how I forget.
Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific, right?
That is correct, sir.
All right. I win an A for the day.
Yep, and a smiley face too.
And a little star. I want to put it on my fridge.
There you go. So anyway, let's give one final shout out. Do you have the chat up?
I can really soon. Hold on.
Well, I mean that's okay if you don't.
Nope, I do.
All right.
We have Red Shirt Blues, Oiler Greg, The Things You Forgot, and Jocko was here. He went to bed. Chaos Reality, the Naikas, and I think that's it.
All right. Cool. Do you have any final thoughts?
Oh, Faye Bell was here. She didn't last too long.
Oh man.
And nope, just look forward to seeing you guys next Sunday. And everybody have a great week.
Oh, and don't forget to catch God's Armor I'm sorry, his
Well, he was actually on earlier tonight, but you can still go back and watch it on Armor Up channel.
Armor Up. Don't forget to watch his channel for Wednesday Word.
Yep.
And so yeah, that does it for Monday Madness. Ooh yeah. Uh-huh. And I'll see all you guys later. Thanks for tuning in, and God bless. Good night, everybody. Well, I guess I better push this button here, and there we go. Now I hit the end your broadcast button. No, I don't want to hit the not yet because that won't kill the broadcast. There we go.